Hello everyone. We are a group Melbourne 10. Our topic is improving IT security in a school administrative department. Myself Sahil Kumar Prajapati and my student ID is MVS 3001. Here our topic improving IT security in a school administrative department. Today we will presenting on improving IT security in a school administrative department. The focus is on enhancing our defenses against cybersecurity threats, particularly phishing attacks. One at the time, schools are becoming frequently target for cyber criminals, and we need strategy to safeguard sensitive information. Through this presentation, we will analyze attacker tactics, propose effective security policies, and recommended way to improve the network configuration and ensuring the safety of both staff and the student data. Here are some introduction. Cybersecurity in a school never been more critical with rising case of cyber attack targeting educational institute at Melbourne Central High School MCHS. A recent phishing attack revealed significant vulnerabilities in our IT environment. This presentation will explore the phishing attack, analyze how it happened, and focus on the key objective, such as understanding the attacker's method, what is the purpose of security policies, and the emphasis will be proactive measure and awareness to protect our system and data from future in incidents. So the what is the phishing attack is like when the attackers send scam emails or text messages or phone calls or send a link to the malicious website like an email from the paper. An email from the paper is telling the victim their account has been compromised and will be deactivated unless they confirm their credit card details. Like this kind of scam is you can call is phishing activity. Now we can move the next slide. Attacker scenario and threats. Let's examine the phishing attack like targeting to Joe at MCHS Melbourne Central High School. Phishing a phishing a prominent social engineering tactic used by attackers to manipulate individual into sharing sensitive information. In this case, the attacker built a trust, like create a urgency and create a urgent action on demand. Those methods explain to vulnerabilities in communication protocols and staff training. Understanding those tactics is initial for dressing effective for the staff and the student. Now we will move on the next slide. The first slide is said identifying red flag in phishing attacks. This phishing, these phishing attempts revealed a server red flag. The caller used unofficial number. Like you can get the call sometimes unofficial number. When you have used the true caller, it show on your phone at the appear like the scam in the in the red text. So that the like that the caller using the number scam number like unidentified number calling the unidentified unregistered number and they creating unnecessary sensitive information including credential was requested over by the phone. Sometimes they ask some credential information like your email id, like your password, like your credit card details, and like your the they send the otp, they want otp number, and they're forced to take the immediate action on this. They ask for the like sensitive information, so there is a no verification protocol, like lack of the follow-up checks. So the identify those warning signs is a crucial preventing similar attack in this future. Now other slide will explain by my teammate.
Thank you, Sahil. I'm Tarun Patel, and my student ID is MVS 3013. I'm going to talk about the developing security policy. To address this vulnerable and comprehensive security policy is required. The goals include providing social engineering attacks, raising employee awareness through training, and safeguard sensitive data. The policy will apply to all MCHS employees, including ID personnel and administrative teams, to ensure consistent security practices. By focusing on these goals, we can create a stronger defense against future threats. So let's talk about the next slide. So in this slide, I'm talking about the security policy standards. Our security policy will set forth precise guidelines. Credential sharing with unprotected means will be forbidden, and all communications pertaining to IT must be authenticated. Employees will have to report suspicious calls right away, and IT problems must be handled through secure channels. The goals of these guidelines is to install a security conscious and complaint culture throughout the company. Move to the next slide. So in this slide, security policy guidelines are discussed. To guarantee successful implementation, the policy will contain practical recommendation. Employee must confirm caller names, department, and contact information in order to confirm their identity. Only secure help desk portals should be used to handle sensitive issues. Everyone must also keep an eye over wearing signs such as urgency or unsocialized calls, and any interactions involving suspicious identities must be documented. So, the next slide. So in this slide, security policy operations are will be discussed. Refusing to provide sensitive information via email or phone, and using a MCHS staff directory to confirm caller origins are two ways to operate the security policy. All incident must be reported through the MCHS incident reporting portal, and suspicious calls should be forwarding right away to the IT security team. By taking these steps, accountability and consistent threat management will be improved. So I would like to invite my next team member for the further explanation.
Thank you, Tarun. My name is Harpal Sirodia. My student ID is UPO 3012. My topic is like a feedback and adjustment to the policy. Feedback from staff will be critical and remaining the policy, including real life punishing. Screenerization in training season can make awareness program more effective. Additionally, standardizing tools of incident reporting will be simply the process. Can you please next slide? So next slide is a remaining network configuration. The phishing attack I to highlighted vibration in our network configuration for routers. There we console password set in the interview wall, routing wall, lagging on switches. We found no password politics and plans like a VLAN or port security were abandoned. And please go next slide. Right now is a risk management plan. So robot risk management plan focus on prosecution strategical attempts like the student information server, administrative workstation, and networking discussion, including implementing multi-factor attention to the secure access and using network segmentation to the isolate sensitive data from potential threats. Can you please go next slide? Is a incident response plan. An effective incident response plan is essential. Mitigate switches will be ensured they are configuring securely, monitoring open port and IP configuration will be help detect unauthorized access. Strong password policy must be offered across all devices, and the plan should be reviewed and update every 6 months to the remain effective. So next slide is present is my colleague.
Hello everyone, my name is Bhavin and next slide will be discussed by me. Communication in incident management. Clear and secure communication is vital during incidents. Staff should use secure internal platforms to report issues, and up-to-date emergency contact list must be maintained. Establishing standardized communication protocols will ensure everyone knows how to respond effectively and reduce confusion during incidents. Now moving to the next slide. Review and update timeline. To maintain security, regular reviews are crucial. The security policy should be reviewed annually or after any breaches. The incident response plan must be updated semi-annually to address emerging threats. The network configuration audits should be conducted regularly to identify and fix vulnerabilities. Now moving to the next slide. Conclusion. In conclusion, we have analyzed the phishing attack of MCCL and identifying key findings. Enhanced security policies and improved network configuration will be vital preventing future incidents. Staff training and awareness are crucial for creating a proactive security culture. Let's work together to implement these strategies, train staff, and promote security awareness across the organization to build a more secure environment. Thanks for listening us peacefully.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the listening, and thank you, my team member.